Welcome back. Jobbing.com Arena. Noon hockey here in Glendale as the Coyotes play host to the Edmonton Oilers. Let's take a look at the goaltenders. Two familiar faces, including Mike Smith. He's 5-2-2 with a goals against average of 3.08, saves percentage of .907. Two familiar faces, yeah, that's right, because at the other end, Jason LaBarbera, the former Coyote, is 1-2 with a goals against average of 322 and a saves percentage of .871. The referees today are Eric Furlot, Justin St. Pierre, the linesman Darren Gibbs, and Shane Heyer. Tyson Nash between the benches. Your hometowns here, Tyson. Coyotes going to try to get back into the win column.
Well, redemption, that's what it's all about, and quick starts. That's been the message the last couple days since that game in L.A.
So the Coyotes off the face-off watch. Ladislav Smid sent one into the corner. Definitely a different feel when you play an afternoon game. Now in behind the net, the Oilers will try to play it around to the corner. Boyd Gordon with a sharp angle shot. He's in the starting lineup today for the Edmonton Oilers. And now Gordon will play it in behind the net. Such an integral piece defensively for this team.
How about 4 goals for Boyd Gordon? Team lead with Nugent Hopkins with the Edmonton Oilers.
Yeah, there have been a lot of injuries for the Edmonton Oilers. We'll develop that story as the afternoon goes along. Puck played out high. And now behind the net for Dave Moss. And behind the net for Mike Ribeiro. Now Ribeiro back out high. McCulloch will take a shot that goes wide as Ribeiro will give chase in the corner.
Keith Yandel talked about this before the game. It's simple. Paul Bissonnette as well. It's not pretty sometimes to watch, but this is Coyote hockey right here. Make the Edmonton Oilers work. Get that forecheck rolling.
It's that whole 200 feet style of game as Nugent Hopkins will get it right back in. Played in behind the net and Ekman-Larsson to set it up. Oliver Ekman-Larsson back to center ice. Broken up beautifully that time. And now the puck back in the neutral zone. Klinkhammer in there. So is Ekman-Larsson taken away. And here's a chance for Yakupov with a shot and a stop by goaltender Mike Smith. Quick acceleration there by Yakupov.
Those are the battles that you have to win. Oliver Ekman-Larsson working the boards right by the Coyotes bench. He gets his pocket picked by Yakupov and goes the other way with that acceleration you talked about. It's a 3-on-2. The Oilers come up with the puck. Away they go. And Mike Smith is tested early in this hockey game. Yakupov still searching, Matt, for his first goal of the season. Had 17 tucks last year in 48 games, yet to score. So far this year for the Edmonton Oilers, been a healthy scratch a few times. Big save by Mike Smith.
Coyotes will win the draw. Had a bit of an off night in the face-off circle in Los Angeles on Thursday. Bissonnette over the line. Dangle move right to the net, and LaBarbera will steer that aside for Edmonton.
A little move there by Paul Bissonnette. 3 assists on the season. Only played 25 minutes in total, too. I like those numbers.
Ben Eager thrown to the front, knocked away by Derek Morris. Well, you talked about it, too, Tyson, how that fourth line played an integral role in the comeback in Los Angeles that made it 4-4 as this one is sent back in.
That was the only line giving this Coyotes team any life in that hockey game. Dave Tippett elects to go with them, and a few extra shifts, they get on the board.
Rabada peels it back the other way. Sent towards the net, steered by LaBarbera. Hansel, big hit there. Now in behind that sharp angle shot taken that time as Hansel will play it back to the point. Michael Stone back in the lineup. That's due to the lower body injury to Rusty Klesla. Also a call up Tim Kennedy. He's out there with Radim Vrbata and Martin Hansel. And now Vrbata will try to curl back out high, and it's taken into the corner. Oilers will look to ship it out of the zone, but a good keep by Vrbata.
Oh, what an opportunity here for Kennedy, called up from Portland, getting a chance to play on this top unit with Hansel and Radim Vrbata, providing some energy.
He wasn't out of place at all in his last recall. Coyotes will look for more of the same as Hemsky will drop one. Into the corner, it goes to the front. Now a chance here by Beloff, but that one off the skate of Hansel as he blocks it away, and the puck is cleared all the way back.
Well, that's where you need to just rock Hemsky. You know he loves to cut across that blue line. He gains the line and then cuts right across. As a back-checking forward, that's where you have to make him pay. Take away that time and space.
Parker to the corner. Good play down low by Boyd Gordon. Around the boards, and now holding on to it is Moss. Trying to get rid of it, and it's turned the other way, but Morris at center ice, and now he'll set it up. Delayed call coming in here against the Edmonton Oilers.
That was a big hit there by Jones. Almost folded Moss in half on the Oilers bench.
They're going to whistle here, and the Coyotes are going to go to the power play. Let's take a look at your keys real quick, Tyson. They're brought to you by Sanderson Ford.
Well, ready to start. Engage physically. Get into the hockey game. It's a noon game. Make sure you're ready, and you have to work the Oilers D. That's their weakness. So much talent up front. Their back end is susceptible and tight defensive gaps. As I just mentioned, guys like Nugent Hopkins, Everly, Hemsky, you have to take away their time and space. You give them time, they'll make you pay.
3:34, the time of the penalty to Ryan Jones. It's an Arizona Lottery Powerball power play and a chance for the Coyotes to jump out in front. Oilers penalty kill has allowed at least one power play goal, Tyson, in 9 of their 11 here early this season. Shot to the front, backhand bid there by Hansel, and now it's taken away by Ribeiro, and he'll set it up. Ribeiro up front with Hansel and Verbatim, the point men, Ekman, Larson, and Stone. Now the Oilers will clear it down the length of the ice. First action, by the way, for Michael Stone today in quite some time. He played on that road trip. The last game was against the Ottawa Senators, had the game-winning goal in Detroit. And he's out there here on the power play.
4 games for Stone. It's a shoot-first mentality. He's back in the lineup because they want him to shoot the puck.
Knocked down the length of the ice that time with the youngster Mark Arcabello. Here's a good story. We'll talk about that as the afternoon goes along, as it's moved along, and Ekman Larson will lose it. It's taken away there by Will Acton, and he clears down the lane.
Oh, this is part of it right here, being ready to play. You get an opportunity on the power play early in the game, you have to cash in. If you don't cash in, you better build some momentum.
Big hit there, and Vermette can't handle the puck as it's cleared all the way down the length of the ice.
It has been one and done against a penalty kill unit that's not very good. Special teams have been an issue for the Edmonton Oilers. Their power play as well, surprisingly enough. 0 for 19 this year.
Played right back through center ice and in over the line, Bodker. For Yandel, Coyotes get it set up. Across it goes. Vermette shoots, and a stop by LaBarbera. And we'll get a whistle.
Here's a look at Boyd Gordon. Coyotes lose the face-off. This is what he does best. He gets into the shooting lane. He's like having another goaltender out there. Nobody appreciates that more. And the man between the pipes, another familiar face, Jason LaBarbera, signed a $9 million contract, 3-year deal for the Edmonton Oilers. I think that shows you what the Edmonton Oilers think and the value that's placed on face-offs.
So we'll get another face-off inside the Edmonton zone. Boyd Gordon wearing 27 up in Alberta.
Another one face-off, though, by the Coyotes. This has been so important. 70% of the Coyotes' goals this year have been off of face-offs. Get the puck back to the point, get a shot, and traffic in front.
Vermette and Gordon, and Vermette wins another one. Out high for Yandel. The flip now, Vermette. Now Vermette will feed the point man. It's Yandel. Across for Morris. Now Morris with a shot and a stop that time. I think Doan might have deflected that in front of LaBarbera.
I think it was Klinkhammer. Right away, though, it's good puck movement, quick puck movement. Getting those forwards, the penalty killers, to move. It's up, and it's over, and it's a shot, and traffic in front.
I think you're right, Tyson. Klinkhammer, the higher of the two.
The high tip, 36 in red, comes right across. Gets a tip, big save by Jason LaBarbera.
Vermette, Klinkhammer, and Doan out there here on this power play that has another couple of seconds remaining, and out of the box comes Ryan Jones as this one is cleared into the bench, and we'll get a whistle. Coaches in this one, Dave Tippett, he's sitting at 162 wins with the Coyotes, 433 overall. Dallas Eakins, rookie coach, 12th Edmonton coach, was hired in June. Coached in the American League with the Toronto Marlies. His first season as an NHL head coach. He's a fitness nut.
Welcome to the NHL. It's been a rough go early. He's trying to bring a new culture here to the Edmonton Oilers, get these young stars to buy in. playing the right way. So much skill, so much talent, but this team yet refuses to play the right way, dump the pucks in when they should. But high-end offense has allowed this team to stay in games. They score a ton of goals.
A lot of players that are young that are a bit suspect defensively. Taylor Hall would be, I guess, on that list, but he's on injured reserve with a bad knee. They're also without Sam Gagne and Ryan Smith, and Hamilton also out. Corey Potter, a defenseman. They've already accumulated 58 man games lost to injury. The Coyotes right now, they're at 7. Tipped into the corner, and that includes Rusty Klesla, who will add to that total here today, and Lori Korpikoski out with an upper body. He was placed on injured reserve yesterday by the Coyotes.
Now that top line for the Edmonton Oilers, Nugent Hopkins, Eberle, and Yakupov. They lost the other night at home against the Washington Capitals. That line, that's a perfect example of what I'm talking about, was on for all 4 goals against.
Moss has it as he plays to the corner. Goes in behind the net. Nugent Hopkins down low to play it. And the Oilers will bring it right back through center ice. They back it over the line. Nugent Hopkins. Now Yakupov getting worked over that time by Michael Stone. Puck goes in behind the net. Nugent Hopkins has it. Now Ryan Nugent Hopkins in front, but it's knocked away and out of the zone for Ribeiro as he will move it along for Dave Moss. Moss gets a shot away that's steered by LaBarbera. Now Bodker. Played it into the corner. Ribeiro after it. Good support there by Moss. Nugent Hopkins, who's played pretty well down low here, gets it back to the point as the shot goes over the top of the net. Revishkov in the lineup here today for the Edmonton Oilers, and he sends it right back this time to Andrew Ference. Ference came over from the Boston Bruins. Will Acton down low. Battling with Keith Yandel. Kyle Chipchurl will try to move it up the boards. And Derek Morris now with it. Lost one back it over the line, intended for Jeff Halpern. Chipchurl that time taking a bump. And now sent right back in by Smee. Yandel on left wing. Chipchurl gets it across center. He'll dump into the right wing corner. Smeed has it for Edmonton. And Ryan Jones will bring it out. Back it over the line. Boyd Gordon, he's got it. Gordon with a shot that time, and it's wide of the mark. And Pitlick back now for Edmonton. Good look there for Boyd Gordon. Back of the line, Stone. Pinballed off Boyd Gordon all the way down the lane.
Yeah, that left the mark. He's limping back to the bench, too.
Icing the other way. And we'll step out. No score. 11:21 remaining in the opening period. So a face-off to the left of goaltender Mike Smith. Off the face-off, controlled. Belloff, he'll get a shot towards the net, and that's knocked away. The puck is cleared back to center. Schlemko. Behind the net, all over him that time was Ales Hemsky. Oilers working in the left wing corner. Played down low, David Perron. Now Perron right to the net. They work it in behind. Arcabello has it. Right back to the front. That tipped off the stick of Michael Stone. And Doan will get it to center.
A real nice job there. It's going to be offside by Mike Smith.
And now we'll pause with 10:41 and no score in the first.
Well, back here at Jobber.com Arena, no score midway through the first. Time for our Geico corner of the game as we look back one last time to what happened in Los Angeles on Thursday night. This is with Captain Shane Doan. We talked about the pregame show, said we know we're a good team. Once you start winning games, you have to continue to play the exact same way. You can't think you're better than you are. The system works. When it gets outside of that system, we can look pretty bad. He's always talking about handling their success. It's similar to when they talk about, hey, you got to work your way through adversity. Same story with playing well, having great success. Understand how you got to that point, right, Tyson?
That's right. Walshy, again, they're talking about fatigue, talking about playing 10 games in 20 days. Yeah, that's tough, but it's those mental mistakes early in games, turnovers, not being ready to start hockey games like they were the other night against the Los Angeles Kings. That's early in the game. That's not late in the game when energy is a factor. So they need to be much better here tonight, and they have been.
Smith will play it in behind the Coyotes net and high off the glass where Kennedy will look to move it along for Hansel. Hansel got it in offside though, where the Coyotes, and so the faceoff will come out. These are two teams, Tyson, that have struggled in terms of allowing opposition goals in the first period. Oilers tied with the Buffalo Sabres for the worst.
Well, and this is, in the entire National Hockey League, that is very alarming for any coach. The Phoenix Coyotes, they've been able to overcome it this year. They're so much better when they get that initial goal, but boy, they are allowing a lot of goals early in hockey games, and Mike Smith has been a part of that. I mean, he has to be better in first periods. He has to weather a storm. If his team's not ready, that has not been the case. But yet their record is still very, very good.
And that total skewed a little bit after the game in Los Angeles on Thursday, when they allowed those, 4 goals in the first period. Botker will play it along, and now it's turned the other way, and out of the zone it goes.
Yeah, but it's not skewed. They still allowed them.
Yeah, well, that's true. I mean, and they score here.
Well, I think that's Pitlick.
Tyler Pitlick, the center, with the goal.
His first goal of the season just comes down that right side, little chip behind Keith Yandel. Chip and chase. The puck's rolling, and he just flicks it. Flicks it at the net. I think Mike Smith was screened on the play. That is a knuckleball puck. It just beats Mike Smith to the stick side. A crazy, crazy bounce. He fans on the first one and just flicks the second one on the net.
Congratulations to Lance Pitlick, first career goal.
And another first period goal allowed by the Coyotes.
Tyler Pitlick, excuse me. Out of the corner it goes, and Hemsky will try to get it out. Pitlick unassisted his first at 9:59, and the Oilers with a 1-0 lead. Through center, and Vermette over the line with a shot. Glove save of LaBarbera. Full step out. Tyler Pitlick at 9:59, his first in the NHL. Pitlick with his first, 9:59, the Oilers leading it. Let's get to today's Taco Bell Twitter poll. No Saturday night hockey today, so how will you spend your evening? Night out on the town, maybe a quiet night at home. What about a Halloween party? Or maybe you'll just watch more National Hockey League games. Tweet the @FoxSportsArizona account and use the Twitter hashtag listed to place your vote. Quiet night at home. Can you do that with 3 kids, Tyson?
Oh, yeah. It's Saturday night. It's Halloween party night. Absolutely. And I got to apologize. That goal by Pitlick, in fact, that was 5-hole on Mike Smith, not low stick side.
And I apologize for calling him Lance, and that shows my age. That's a former player back in the day in the National Hockey League as it's played in behind the net.
1800. PC.
Chip Chura back out high, Stone. And he'll play it in the neutral zone. Set right back in. The Oilers will set it up in behind the net. Revishkov. Oilers have been on the road a lot here early on in the season. We'll get to that a little bit later on as the puck is played right back in. Eager plays it in behind the net. Moving it along is Luke Gadsdick. Picked him up off waivers for the Dallas Stars about a week before the season. He went out and scored a goal on opening night.
A tough kid, too. Eager in the lineup as well. We'll see if Paul Bissonnette has a dance.
Comes back to the front, and it's covered up by Mike Smith, and we get a whistle. And
that was
a little extra, yeah.
Keith Yandel drops him, but again, Mike Smith fighting that puck. Acton just throws it at Mike Smith's feet. He's fighting it right now. He's a little bit rattled. That Pitlick shot is one that he would want to have back. The scrum. Smith finally covers it. Frustration starting to build here for the Coyotes. They know they have to be better in these first periods. Another first period goal allowed. But the good thing is, Matt, you look at the Edmonton Oilers when they do score first. 4 regulation losses on getting that first goal.
Coyotes hope that will be 5 after today. Klinkhammer, Doan, played right back and over the line, but offside.
That's where that puck has to, right away, Matt. It's got to get in deep and let Antoine Vermette go to it. Just a little chip off the boards, like Pitlick did on that goal. A little chip to speed.
Yeah, just a deflection will do, right?
Yeah, Vermette was going. That's a pass. That's today's NHL. It's like scoring a goal sometimes. Getting that puck across the blue line. Just how teams play systematically.
Smeed. Through center, number 5 for Edmonton will flip it into the corner. That's where Ekman Larsson goes after it. Good keep of the line there, steered by Smith. Battle down low. Vermette that time got wrapped up. Yakupov. Behind the net. Vermette's going to go after it. Nugent Hopkins down there for the Oilers. Doan comes in to battle with Smeed. Doan overskated at that time, otherwise possible 2-on-1 the other way. And now Eberle, and that bounces free and it's cleared out. Doan trying to hustle it up for Klinkhammer. And now Petrie will play it into the corner. Around for Nugent Hopkins through center. Back it over the line it goes. Eberle, and this play is offside, and I'd have too many men on the ice as we take a look at the CenturyLink link to what's next. Don't forget, on Halloween night, you can bring your trick-or-treaters out to the Coyotes game against Nashville at 7 for free candy. It's compliments of fries. Get all the details at PhoenixCoyotes.com.
Well, let's take a peek. Too many men on the ice for the Edmonton Oilers. You see them, 7 guys. That's a bad penalty to take for the Oilers. Up 1-0.
Way too many men on the ice.
Yeah, that's too many.
12:58 the time of the penalty. So the Coyotes 0 for 1 here on the Arizona Lottery Powerball power play today with 3 shots. And a false faceoff, they'll do it again. So Hansel in the circle against his former teammate Boyd Gordon. There's the one.
Hansel on a tear, 4 goals this year, 3 goals in his last 3 games. All from that front net presence. Win the draw, get right in front of Jason LaBarbera.
Acton now after Gordon getting chased out of the circle. Barons now. Around. Clear down the length of the ice. Ekman Larsson and Stoner the point men. And Ekman Larsson will bring it along for Marty Hansel. Hansel up front with Ribeiro and Vrbata.
Vrbata got caught way back in his own zone. No support there for Martin Hansel carrying that puck up the ice. All he had was Mike Ribeiro on the side boards. That's where he got outnumbered the Edmonton Oilers in the offensive zone.
Arcabello falls down. Vrbata takes advantage. He gets it back and over the Oilers zone. Way behind the net. Petrie will wrap it around. Well, they got a whistle here. I think they're going to get Marty Hansel for the hit on Jeff Petrie. Former Spartan slow to get up.
Well, there's the penalty there on Hansel. High hit on Petrie. You want to be physical, but you want to be smart. You just gave up a power play situation. Here's Radim Vrbata. He's the last guy coming up the zone. You look at Hansel and Ribeiro all alone, isolated on an island. On a power play, that's where you outnumber the Edmonton Oilers. The Coyotes unable to do that. That's just being a little bit out of sync by Radim Vrbata.
The staff, the training staff of the Edmonton Oilers talking to Petrie to make sure he's okay after that Hansel hit. Hansel for charging, and so we go 4-on-4 here for 1:11. Barron skates in, he shoots and stopped. That's on by Mike Smith. Played all the way back to center. Doan has it, back it over the Edmonton zone. He holds onto it for Vermette, got it in front. Morris is there, he set one over the top. Derek Morris between the circles with a great look on LaBarbera. Barons over the line, sent one. Steered away by Smith. And now behind the net, Derek Morris will set it up. Yandel. Over the line, Yandel.
Oh, nice move there.
Bodker, shot blocked. Goes right back after it, trying to get it in front for Ribeiro.
Dangerous play. Keith Yandel, 4 assists in his last 2 hockey games. The -3, though, in LA.
Eberle crosses center. In over the line. Over the corner against McCulloch. Ribeiro can't get it out. McCulloch. This one all the way down to LaBarbera. And now Petrie will set it up. 43 to go in the Edmonton abbreviated power play here. Coyotes trailing at 1-0. Being outshot 9-6. Hemsky for Eberle. Out of the corner, Hemsky with a shot. Sharp angle right through the crease. Now Hemsky. And this puck will go all the way back inside the Edmonton zone.
A little bit of a bad read by Petrie. Hemsky was trying to find him in the middle of the ice. You look at the Oilers' power play, 0 for their last 19. Hard to imagine with all that talent up front.
Nugent Hopkins into the corner. Hansel's out. Penalty is over, so the Coyotes kill it off. One Oilers shot on the power play. Grebishkov. Pitlick. Knocked away. Coyotes will try to get it out, but they can't. Could keep Grebishkov at that midpoint. Coyotes trying to get it down low. Yakupov takes it away. Nice move that time around Morris. The front. Now Martin Hansel look to set it up.
Good pressure by the Edmonton Oilers. That's the momentum. You can build that. Coyotes, they can't get off for a line change. Nothing in the tank. They will now.
Hansel has it across center. He'll take a shot that's blocked. Quick turnover, and now the Oilers counter through center. Ryan Jones trying to hook up with Perron in front. And Halpern will get it out back to center. Oilers will set it up inside of their own zone. Out with it is Jones for Perron. Didn't hit that time as Kennedy and Stone collapsing on Perron. Played all the way back. Boy, that was a end of a long shift for Jeff Halpern, and now Keith Yandel will bring it out.
Kennedy took the worst of that one. It got right in the mouth.
Ribeiro shoots, deflected high. Bodker out of the corner, and now Moss left wing side. Gets it down low. Moss tried to throw it in front. David Moss will play it in behind the net. Ribeiro is there.
Why Mike Ribeiro likes to play with Moss and Bodker.
Chance in front. Moss is there. Stopped by LaBarbera.
They get in on the forecheck. They work. They're straight line players.
Yakupov will play to the corner. Steered there by Smith. Stone backhands one behind the net for Ekman Larsson. Going down to support as well as it's moved by McCulloch. Out of the zone. Really eager. Just takes it right towards the net that's batted away by Smith.
A suicide pass to Shane Doan. Good thing he caught his head up there at the last second to see Eager coming. He had Shane Doan in the trolley tracks.
That's a tough play. Drop pass or a setup play just inside that blue line, middle of the ice.
Shane Doan's coming with speed. McCulloch gets it. Doan gets it and almost has his head taken off by Eager. Eyes as big as saucers. He's a physical player, a guy that plays with an edge. You look for those, especially against the other team's top players.
Ekman Larsson had the puck stripped away. At the line, Ferentz. Now Eberle for Perron. Penalty coming up here. It's going to go against the Coyotes. And Shane Doan is going to go. We'll step out. Oilers power play when we come back with 1:40 remaining. The captain in the penalty box. Oilers back on the power play with a 1-0 lead. He goes for tripping at 18:20.
Yeah, you get puck focused. The way the Edmonton Oilers move the puck around, Shane Doan just reaches in, takes Perron's feet out from underneath him. So another Penalty kill situation for the Phoenix Coyotes, down by a goal already. Dave Tippett not happy.
Oilers on the road, just one power play goal in 23 attempts. And off the draw, they win the faceoff. Eberle working the left point. Back out high. Now Eberle again. Inside that left wing side. Backhands one to the front. Perron swatting away. Cleared into the corner.
You give him a lane, he'll take it.
Justin Schultz across. Now Nugent Hopkins back out high for Schultz. Over to Eberle. Now Eberle trying to walk it. Eberle holding on to it. 1:06 to go to the period. 1:24 remaining in the power play as this one is blocked away by Schlumko.
Last minute of play in the first period.
Tipped to the line, but not out. Good effort there by Dave Moss, but the Coyotes can't get it out of the zone.
Good keep there by Schultz.
Now it's sent all the way up the ice, this time by the Oilers.
And when you're killing against this Edmonton Oilers power play, the key is to be aggressive. They're fighting it. They're squeezing their sticks a little bit. Make sure, again, you take away that time and space. Nice job by the Coyotes.
Over the glass and out of play, so faceoff will come inside the Coyotes zone. Hey, don't forget you can start Halloween with a Coyotes game and a Bud Light Thursday night party pack. That includes 2 lower-level tickets, 2 domestic beers, all for $99 next week when the Coyotes host the Nashville Predators. Details at PhoenixCoyotes.com. Seth Jones, our first look at the young American defenseman. As this one is played past the point and all the way back. Playing with Shea Weber, I believe, these days, Tyson.
Yeah, not a bad defensive partner.
Life is good, right?
One of the best even in the league. Gives you a lot of time and space out there. 2 big boys, though, patrolling the blue line for the Predators.
Out of the zone and all the way back through center. He is the son of former NBA player Popeye Jones.
Good genes there, boy. How about that name, Popeye?
Played all the way back. And that's going to do it here for the opening 20 at jobbing.com. Well, coming up, Todd will chat with Dave Moss. We'll also have our special guest, Dorothy Hamill, and stats and highlights as well. And Tyson, you know, one way or another, afternoon games always a little strange, and maybe it takes some guys a little longer to get going than others. Credit the Oilers for taking advantage of Tyler Pitlick getting his first National Hockey League goal to give them a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, again, though, early goals have cost the Phoenix Coyotes. They weren't ready to start this game. Mike Smith, a goal that he would want to have back, and just real simple hockey by the Edmonton Oilers. You just have to match their work ethic. So we'll see what happens in the second period, Matt.
All right, end of 1. The shots in the first, 11 for the Oilers, 7 for the Coyotes, and they have a 1-0 lead courtesy of Tyler Pitlick. Stick around. Todd Walsh and Dave Moss when we come back. It's trailing 1-0, and they're heading back to the ice here. Led by Mike Smith. And those are the hockey players in the owner's suite today from the Edge School for Athletes up in Calgary, being hosted by George Gosby, Coyotes owner. They're in town to play the Junior Coyotes.
Couple of good battles. The battle this morning. Laid a beating on our boys there, the Junior Coyotes, 6-2. They play again tomorrow. They're loving life. Hockey game this afternoon. A little cool time. I'm sure a little bit later on, and then they're hitting the Cardinals game tomorrow. So life is good.
Nice. Yeah, Dirty Birds are in town.
That's right.
Tyler Pitlick is first at 9:59. Good look at the goal score. Coyotes winning 58% of the faceoffs in that opening period. Antoine Vermette 6 for 10.
They need more of everything in this second period.
Well, they need a good start. Shane Doan's got another 20 seconds remaining in his.
Kill this one off.
Yep.
Number 1, but then just get back to work. Compete. That's how the Coyotes play. You look at the goal differential by periods. It's picking up now. Second period gets a little better. And third, that is the Coyotes period.
Well, let's see if things change from the first period as the puck is played all the way down. 14 to go in that Doan minor. And the Oilers will have to hurry for maybe one final chance here. Nugent Hopkins tries to take it into the corner. Now Doan is out. The Coyotes will get it back to center. Dave Moss will go after it. And now Justin Schultz. And Everly flips it in as McCulloch will play it in behind the net. Yakupov tried to angle him off, but it's Hansel back through center. Over the line, drop pass, Ekman Larsson to the front, they score! It went in off the skate of Martin Hansel, and we're tied at 1.
What a play by the captain, Shane Doan. He sets this whole thing up. He gains the blue line, makes a real nice pass over to Oliver Ekman Larsson, who finds Hansel going right to that far post. And you're going to watch Martin Hansel. And if it's a kicking motion, this is what they're going to be looking at. It goes off his right skate.
You can direct it. You can't distinctly kick it.
So let's take a peek. Watch 11.
I think that's a good goal.
This will be interesting. There's the pass. And right there, it's just a redirect.
Yeah.
That one's going to count. Definitely no kicking motion by Martin Hansel. And if this one counts, that's his 4th goal in his many games for number 11. Talk about a guy that's heating up at the right time.
Well, so many times we talk about just getting pucks to the net. Here we go.
Good goal.
Yeah, good goal. Great looks from our hard-working crew in the truck, and a redirect, that's okay. Distinct kicking motion, not okay.
A big goal.
Yeah, huge.
Right after the Shane Doan penalty, the Coyotes answer right back and get back into this hockey game.
So 47 seconds, the time of the Hansel goal, his 5th of the season. Ekman Larsson and the captain, Shane Doan, assisting. Martin Hansel now with 11 points on the season. Try to work it back out high, but that one off the referee. And David Perron will dump one in. Perron looks to get it out. Now Hansel will dump one into the corner. Good battle in behind the play between Hansel and Perron. Moss. Play to the corner. Tim Kennedy down low in a battle there with Grebishkov. And now Moss back out high. Stone with a shot and a save that time by LaBarbera. Kennedy into the corner. Losing an edge that time was Dave Moss. Looked out of there. Big hit Hemsky as he got bumped that time by Schlemko.
Well, that hurt too. Good hit there by Schlemko. Hemsky is a guy that you want to finish all night long.
Albero will drop this one into the left wing corner where Bacher gives chase. And out of the zone goes Pitlick, the goal scorer for the Edmonton Oilers. Nice speed there to Ryan Jones to the front, blocked away. A big block there, Michael Stone, and he took the hit in the corner as well.
That was Ferrin sneaking down back door.
Jones comes right to the net with a bid there. And now Schultz will send it across. Ferentz. That's in front and gloved by goaltender Mike Smith. Well, you don't play for a while. Got to get your game going. Mike Stone looked good here.
Yeah, great job there. Double pad stack. Doesn't allow that pass to get through to Ferentz. But then look at the pressure here by the Edmonton Oilers. Alleviate that pressure. The Coyotes, a couple good passes. Shane Doan, stop up, finds Oliver Ekman Larsson. The offensive instincts by that man right there. Assist on the play. Not only does he join the rush, but he makes one heck of a pass to Martin Hansel. Back door. That is good stuff. That's why he's one of the best defensemen in the National Hockey League.
Comes in front now. The puck is going to be played to the corner. Yandel looks to get it out. And Doan will clear it back to center. By the way, no Jeff Halpern on the bench. We'll try to get an update there as Shane Doan will leave there for Klinkhammer. Now Doan with a shot. Getting a piece of that was LaBarbera.
That was ripped.
Out high, Morris. And now Yandel tried to send it across that time in that normal spot that he was hooking up with Ribeiro earlier in the week.
Jason LaBarbera, who played here for a few years, definitely knows the tendencies of the captain.
Let's go downstairs. Todd Walsh.
Guys, you just saw those shots from the blue liners, if you will. Interested to talk to Jim Playfair between period 1 and 2, among other things like reestablishing the forecheck and more shots on net and second chances. He said this, and I'm quoting him: "We're challenging our commitment of the defense to put shots on net. 7 in that first period was unacceptable." So we're seeing a little of that early, are we?
Yes, we are.
By the way, it looked like Coach Playfair was maybe getting the jump on November there.
Looking good. He's got the goatee going. Johnny Cash, little black on black.
Timeout, by the way, called by the Edmonton Oilers.
Well, that's a better start for the Phoenix Coyotes. So something was talked about in between periods. All about effort. Pucks on net. Using this Edmonton Oilers D. That is their weakness. Definitely not much weakness up front with their forwards, the firepower, but on their back end. They have a tough time playing in their own zone.
Coyotes win the draw. Ekman Larsson, Verbata towards the net. Beloff's lost his stick in a shot taken that time, steered by LaBarbera. Kennedy behind the net. But Kennedy tried to play it to the front. Hansel out of the corner for Ekman Larsson, cutting to the front. Ekman Larsson with a shot. Oh, he just missed wide to the right of LaBarbera.
He had him too.
Kennedy, good work in the corner. Way to the line, and Eager able to get that one out for Edmonton. Coyotes with much more jump here early on in the second period as Verbata look to get this one back in, but we get a whistle here on the offside. Well, your next chance to get a Pepsi Saturday Night Family Pack is in 2 weeks when the Coyotes host Alex Ovechkin and the Capitals at 6. For $99, you'll get 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, and 4 Pepsis. Purchase yours today at PhoenixCoyotes.com. Just a follow-up to the other night when the Fox Sports Arizona people took over the ticketing department. Tyson, just great results, and thank all the Coyotes fans for stepping up and taking advantage of that great ticketing deal the other night during the game.
Great job. Outstanding. A good crowd here on hand. Little afternoon delight.
Played all the way back. Originally, this was a 6 o'clock game, and they moved it to noon.
Big advantage for the Edmonton Oilers. They go to LA and play tomorrow night.
Ryan Jones took a bump that time from Dave Moss. Puck played away, and Yandel to give chase.
This fourth line for the Edmonton Oilers has done a real nice job providing energy. Have a goal in this hockey game. And every time they're finishing their checks.
Smead behind the net. And out with it is Nugent Hopkins. Over the line, he takes a shot. He hit the post. What a shot there, Ryan Nugent Hopkins.
That is a twisted wrister right there. Unbelievable release.
Nugent Hopkins angled off by Ekman Larsson. Coyotes try to wrap it around. Oilers now with a bit of a flurry of their own before Klinkhammer clears.
Can't believe the torque that Nugent Hopkins gets on that shot. Looks so innocent and beats Mike Smith clean, but he doesn't beat the post.
Pollock. Around the boards and down low. Chip to the front. Vermette trying to get a shot away that time. Good keep of the line. Stone. He'll get one towards the net. He scores! And the Coyotes have taken a 2-1 lead.
Well, a seeing high shot, but opposed at the other end by Nugent Hopkins. This is the shot we were talking about. Just rips it. Beats Mike Smith. Hits the post. The Coyotes come back the other way. Good job by Stone to keep this play alive and just throws it on net. Not sure if that was redirected by Moss or not. Nobody in front. And beats Jason LaBarbera posting in. His second of the season. This is 4 games. Healthy scratch. Making his presence felt here again.
He had the game winner in Detroit on that first extended road trip of the season. Nail Yakupov might have deflected that puck. As the puck is moved along, Schlemko in it. And all the way in. Fell off in the corner. And Kennedy back down low. Kennedy takes it away. Back out high. Schlemko scores! Well, Jason LaBarbera has been screened out of the last two. He's pretty upset, and rightfully so. It's 3-1 Coyotes.
And I think these last two goals, the first one, I think went off of Yakupov. This one goes off Arcabello in front. But it's all about shots from the point. Shoot the puck. Good things happen. Look at the Coyotes work the boards down low. Nice feed there by Kennedy up high. One-timer. Redirect, and Jason LaBarbera can't handle it. If you're going to get in the shooting lane and attempt to block a shot, you better block it. And that is it for Jason LaBarbera. He's going to take a seat on this Edmonton Oilers bench. Dubnyk is going to replace him. I don't think he can be all that happy. This is on the forwards. And Jason LaBarbera not happy at all, and rightfully so.
Yeah, I don't know why you give him the hook. Devan Dubnyk comes in 2-5-1. I would imagine that this is just a move by Dallas Eakins to maybe try to change the temperature here early in the second period. But LaBarbera couldn't see either of those goals.
Well, he could see them, but they're redirected by his own players. Again, sorry, man, you got to block those. You can't just get a stick on those. Get your body, pay a price.
And that's all about commitment, right, Tyson? I mean, you're going to get down, you're going to block it or get out of the way.
Get out of the way.
The Edmonton Oilers, their Achilles heel has been their blue line for quite a while. Here's Doan with a shot. A stop there by Dubnyk. And we will step out. 3-1 Coyotes.
All right, welcome back. Keith Yandle, what happened in between periods? What did you guys talk about? Obviously, it's the shoot-first mentality, a couple big goals.
Yeah, we know, after the first, we only had 7 shots on net. We know Barb's a good goalie, and to beat him, you had to get more than 7 shots. So I think our mentality for the second was get as many shots and people at the net, and I think we've done a good job so far.
All right, keep it rolling.
Thanks, Nasty.
There he is, Jason LaBarbera back in just as we expected. Just a kind of momentum changer. Allow him to get a breather.
That's Mike Keenan-esque right there. You know, remember those days in Chicago where it'd be the yo-yo goaltender brigade for Iron Mike.
Sean Bird can relate.
Yeah,
he has been through it, and I don't think Jason LaBarbera knew what was going on. He was not happy. Snapped his stick when he came to the bench.
It's not a lot of his fault, and not the greatest play in front of him as the puck is moved in behind the net. Now Shane Doan tries to wrap around right through the crease again. Coyotes putting out more pressure here. Good play back in the line by Klinkhammer. Yandle comes back, and now Klinkhammer taking a belt that time. Finally sent back in. Pitlick's had a pretty good game. Klinkhammer and Pitlick in a one-on-one. And Morris will set it up. Again, Coyotes today going without Rusty Klesla. Healthy scratches, David Rundblad and Brandon Yip. Nick Schultz and Ryan Smith, a couple of the Oilers out. On a long list of injuries. Kennedy will play it into the corner to the front, and a chance there on a deflection wide by Vrbata. David Schlemko plays for Vrbata, try to get it to the front. Scramble for it. Well, that time Schlemko all the way down in front of the net. Kennedy back defensively, and now the Oilers will bring it back. Eager has it, shoots, and a stop, and a rebound. They score. I believe that was Will Acton.
Well, that's a good answer for the Edmonton Oilers. Their fourth line is going to get them back into this hockey game, and there's the shot. Mike Smith can't handle the rebound. Acton goes right to the net and bangs it home, 5-hole. You see Mike Smith, he tries to swat at that puck and get it out of the way. 41 Acton. Sees a little daylight and puts it in the back of the net, turns the red light on, and get a 3-2 hockey game.
That time both Schlemko and Stone were deep in the offensive zone for the Coyotes. Kennedy had to come back and play defensively on that play. Now it's moved along as Moss will play it into the corner. Moss and Smeed battling along the end boards. Thrown right back to the front, and now Arcobello will get it out.
5'8", 166 pounds, Arcobello.
Played collegiately at Yale. He's had great numbers early on, Coyotes, and now Bodker will look to get it out, and they bring it back. Bodker over the line. Intended that time for Moss. He got bumped off the puck by Smeed. And the Oilers will bring it along. Good stick that time. Ribeiro forcing the Oilers back. And Hemsky will deflect this one all the way down. So Eager gets one of the assists along with Luke Gadzik. Talk a lot about fourth lines. Vermette with a shot, and a stop that time by LaBarbera.
Now let's go back to the goal one more time and take a look at why Kennedy is back in the lineup on that top line. You look at his positioning. He's going to come up high here. Perfect position. Good F1. He sees the defenseman drop down. He's a safety valve. Good job defensively as well. He can skate. He can motor. He's got another assist in this hockey game on the Schlemko goal.
You know, after watching him at this level, Tyson, you got to believe maybe the only thing holding him back in his career has been his size. Schlemko, big hit there on Pitlick, and Pitlick slow to get up. He's going to go right to the Edmonton bench. Behind, and now Barron's going to try to get rid of it. Taken away, comes out high, Vermette with a shot blocked. And Eager the other way for Edmonton. Ben Eager going wide. And this off netting, and we'll get a whistle. Well, this happened right in front of the penalty box, the hit on Pitlick.
Yeah, big hit there. Old school hip check there by Schlemko. That's perfect. Right in the midsection. Well, Charlie Horse, I guess he caught him a little bit in that left leg. That's all about timing.
Again, Oilers injuries. Gagne out of the lineup. Smith, Potter, Taylor Hall, the big one with a bad knee. S.E. Owens-Sioux.
The injury bug has definitely hit them hard. Some of their top-end players, too.
Regroup here for Morrison behind the net. Handle the center for Verbata on right wing. Gets it past Beloff, and he gets it deep. Eager on right wing, and he plays it along for Will Acton, who'll dump one in. Right behind the net. Yandel. Now Gadzik. Look at that time rocked by Hansel. Coyotes will play it to the corner, and now out of the zone with it is Kennedy. Back to get it is Yakupov, and he's got some steam heading towards center as he gave it off to Eberle.
That's what you need to slow down. Right there, that speed through the neutral zone. Tight gaps, that's why that's a key here tonight.
Eberle plays it in behind for Mike Smith, who lets it go. Moss, and now out for Ribeiro. Ribeiro's been quiet here this afternoon. Drops it, Moss, shot. Stopped by LaBarbera. And will step out. Things picking up physically as well. Moments ago, David Schlemko on Tyler Pitlick.
Well, this is why we talk about tight gaps. Look at the speed here. You look at Yakupov, little give and go up the ice. Gets on his horse, he wants it back. And that is scary. As a defenseman, you are on your heels when you see speed like that. Nail Yakupov hit the sophomore slump, if you will. 17 goals last season in 48 games. Yet to get on the board this year with the Edmonton Oilers, a healthy scratch twice.
Would you have done that?
Healthy scratch?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you got to teach these kids how to play the right way. He doesn't want to play the right way. He's going to sit and watch and learn how to play the right way.
Accountability from Coach Nasher. Played at center. Why not, right? I mean,
Why not? Yeah.
You got to nip it. And
I think that's the mistake here with this Edmonton Oilers group. They're so talented. But again, you look at Pavel Datsyuk, one of the best players in the game. He plays the right way. You have to dump the puck in sometimes.
it's all about picking your spots and doing what's best for the team and not necessarily for the individual. And
Dumping the puck in nowadays is an NHL play. It used to be where you'd never want to dump it in. Handle the puck, skated across the blue line. You saw Wayne Gretzky over the years. That doesn't happen anymore.
Well, it's interesting you bring up a guy like Datsyuk, too, as this one off the glass, because Detroit's been such a puck possession team over the years that he will do it to try to help his team. Boyd Gordon in the corner now, and Eberle looking to battle for it as well. Back out high, Ferentz to Boyd Gordon in behind the net. Ryan Jones is there as well. Boy, Edmonton all over the crease area. Comes back out high, Grebeshkov. Shot and a stop by Smith. Today's Cold Hard Facts are brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light. Beautiful look at Westgate there. And the Coyotes, since 2000 in afternoon games, they played 41 of them, Tyson, with a respectable mark of 21, 15, and 5.
Well, I think that has a lot to do with recently, too, Dave Tippett making sure his team is prepared and ready. Today is very unique, a 12 noon start. This is normally when players are just laying down for their afternoon nap after a big meal. So definitely a different situation. Hockey players, creature of habits. Everything changes here.
Perron towards the net, and that goes off netting, and so we'll get another face-off.
I myself had to wake my tongue up a little earlier. Make sure it was right side up so I could spit something out.
It's a normal afternoon for you, like on game day.
I take a little afternoon nap. I mean, I feel like I'm still part of it, still playing. Got to get rested up.
A little sparkling spring water to lubricate the pipes. Right?
Exactly. A little WD-40 for the salad.
Manny Petty. And Eberle will get chased, or Nugent Hopkins chased out, so Eberle lose the draw. Well, the afternoon games are, I think they're great, especially for the kids, the families, you know.
Look around the crowd here tonight. A lot of kids in the building. That's what it's all about.
And a lot of Oilers jerseys, and that's okay.
Yep. Players don't care. They just want a full building. Good hit there by Martin Handel. Guy that's doing it all. He leads his team in hits.
Good example of hitting a guy to separate from the puck, and this one in on LaBarbera, and we'll get a whistle and a face-off.
Hits and goals. He leads this team. Tied for the lead, I should say. 5 goals on the season now. Nugent Hopkins gets the puck, take away that time and space. Don't have to knock him on his can, but just let him know you're there. Look at Martin Handel, another goal in this hockey game. And how many of his goals, Matt, have been from 5 feet out of that blue paint? Nothing fancy. You know what you're going to get out of number 11.
And the effectiveness of the power play on that Eastern road trip earlier in the month was due a lot to Marty Hansel just parking himself in front of the net, and this one deflected on LaBarbera. And they're going up against an Oilers team that has really fought the injury bug, and Dallas Aikens' team has already lost 12 from Sam Gagner with a jaw. He is yet to play. Ryan Hamilton and Essie Owensu is out, along with Taylor Hall and Ryan Smith. Taylor Hall, probably the big one there when he injured his knee when they were in Eastern Canada.
Gagner as well. I mean, those are 3 of their big boys. 3 of their big boys that they're missing. That's not easy.
And an icing here, and so we'll get the face-off back. Taylor Hall, this goes back to a game they were playing against the Ottawa Senators on that road trip. They got a penalty for this slash, and he went to the penalty box, and when he came out, took a shot, and you could see he was holding that knee and has not played since.
Pitlick also, after that Schlemko hit, has gone to the Oilers locker room and not returned as well.
They've got a lot of Oklahoma City, which is their American League affiliate, up right now with the big club. Smead will play it across, and Petrie will get it back through center for Ryan Jones. And out of the zone back to center, here comes Vermette. Vermette lost it,
Good backside pressure by the Oilers. That was Acton again.
3-2 Coyotes. They trailed 1-0 at the end of one. They got 3 quick goals on LaBarbera. Oilers countering with one of their own in a 3-2 game.
Welcome back. A few highlights here from the second period. There's a turnover by Yakupov. We talked about that all night. Not only does he turn the puck over, and he doesn't get in front of it, and he redirects it past the goaltender, Jason LaBarbera. Another breakdown here by the Edmonton Oilers. Where's the winger? Blocking that shot. Schlemko has 15 feet till the next Edmonton Oiler body. Of course he tees it up and rips it. Another redirection by an Edmonton Oiler forward, Acabello, and into the back of the net. And one of the reasons why Yakupov has been a healthy scratch twice this year is plays like that. A turnover on the blue line, puck ends up in the back of your net. You're leading the game, all of a sudden you're down by a goal. Change of momentum, Matt.
Oilers will bring it back. Arcabello gives it off in front. Chance Perron. Stop that time by Smith. And he's swimming for the loose puck there as he comes up with it.
Big save there by Mike Smith. No rebounder. He lets a rebound go there. It's in the back of the net. What a move by Perron.
Great look. And they've had some here in the second period.
Yeah, little inside out. Finds a seam and lets it go. So skilled. Great pickup by the Edmonton Oilers to get Perron from the St. Louis Blues.
Nugent Hopkins had a similar look, maybe a little bit higher out from Smith.
Because they didn't have enough talent here in Edmonton. They needed to get some more.
Ferentz at the line, stopped, and a rebound. Hit the post. And that was Perron again.
Yeah, Perron backhand. But how about that shot? That was just a muffin from Ferentz, but a rebound by Mike Smith.
There's a chance again. Arcabello with a shot. And now Ferentz. That's blocked away by Morse. That's not often how hard you shoot it towards the net. It's getting it on the net and maybe looking for a rebound. And good example there. Hansel. Played all the way back, and Eberle will get it in. Eberle in a one-on-one. That goes right to Smith off the deflection of McCollum.
Well, here's the shot. Ferentz is going to get this puck on the back end. He shoots it, and there's the rebound. Mike Smith can't handle it. Just a little shot. Floats on in. Boom. Rebound. And nobody picks up Perron. And he puts it backhand right off the right post again. That's 2 posts now. The Edmonton Oilers have hit.
I don't like the way the game is trending, Tyson. I've been all that pleased with what's happening here over the last 3-4 minutes. Anyways, the Oilers are bouncing back. They got that second goal to cut the lead to 1. The goal from Acton.
Look at the hands on this kid, though.
Yeah, Yakupov all over the place, and we'll give it off in behind the net.
That's the skill we're talking about, though. And that's a better play right there. Making sure that puck gets out. That's what the Edmonton Oilers want to see more of from Yakupov.
Chasing this down, Kennedy to the corner against Justin Schultz. From behind the net, comes in front now. Eberle will knock it away, and out come the Oilers. Late in the shift for Nail Yakupov. We'll go right back after it. Now Schlemko got taken down, so Stone will try to pop it free, and he does. Ribeiro. Now the Oilers come right back. Here they come with Boyd Gordon. Gordon going wide. Try to go short side on Smith. Got that one as it's moved out. Now Dave Moss cut off an angle that time by Schmid as the puck goes deep.
Nice job there by Schmid, cutting that angle off, giving Dave Moss nothing, not allowing him to get that blue line with speed.
Back to center, and Perron is back out there for Edmonton. Out of the zone it goes, and here comes Moss as he'll dump it into the corner. Tried to throw it back out high, and Perron is there. Played all the way back in. So a shift change on. Bodker and Ribeiro at the bench. Replaced by the captain Shane Doan along with Rob Klinkhammer and Antoine Vermette.
For the Oilers to reestablish their forecheck here again. Get back to work. Those pucks in deep. It's one and done right now. The Edmonton Oilers just outworking them.
Save that time by Smith, and he's going to cover up. Well, just a reminder, when the Coyotes win, you win at Papa John's. The day after every Coyotes win, celebrate with 50% off your online order at papajohns.com by typing in promo code Coyotes. Offer only available online on regular menu prices. This face-off late in the second with 2:21 remaining will be to the left of goaltender Mike Smith. Yakupov back out.
Dallas Eakins liking something from Yakupov here, double shifting him.
Hemsky tied up by Vermette. Coyotes will take it away. Ekman Larsson nearly gave it up. Arcobello was just kind of camped out, very stealthy, just standing in behind the Coyotes defender. And now Doan with it over the line. Got it towards the net. LaBarbera, a big rebound there. Burns tying up Klinkhammer nicely, and the Oilers will dump this one right back in as Arcobello and the rest of that line peels to the Oilers bench.
A real nice job there by Ferentz to tie up Klinkhammer, who's just going hard to the net. Innocent shot by Shane Doan. Again, a big rebound.
Dumped back in. Kennedy battling with Nugent Hopkins. Out high, good keep there. Stone, they're going to say offside, so the delayed offside as the Coyotes will clear the zone. So offside canceled out, and the Oilers will bring it along. Picked off, Hansel has it. Now Marty Hansel drops it. Kennedy out high. Schlemko tried to give it off. Perron will go the other way. Now back out high. Schultz, side of the net. Oh, what a beautiful play put home by Perron. Oh, that was a thing of beauty. And it's 3-3 as the Oilers tie the game with less than a minute remaining in the second.
Wow, what a play is right. That puck doesn't get in deep on the Edmonton Oilers blue line. Too fancy. The Edmonton Oilers come back the other way. And this is what the result is. Watch this passing play. Schultz to Nugent Hopkins to Perron, who's been all over it here in this second period. Wide open net. Nothing Mike Smith can do on that play. The puck has to get in deep. You turn it over against that line, the top line of the Edmonton Oilers. You feed the fire, and they make you pay. All of a sudden, it's a hockey game once again. 3-1, you give up 2 goals. You know this Oilers team isn't going to quit. So here's the play we're talking about. Schlemko gets it. He makes a weak pass there. Gives it right to the Oilers, and back they come.
Four Coyotes bunched in the defensive zone. There's all sorts of room. Hemsky will get it in over the line. This one's taken away. 40 to go in the second period as it's backhanded in by Petrie. McCullough locked up. They wave off the icing that time. Dave Moss was locked up. He'll go to the bench, replaced by Shane Doan. Puck to the front. Well, we're going to get a whistle here, and it looks like a penalty coming up for hooking.
It's going to go on the Oilers. Great job by this line. Mikkel Boedker, Shane Doan driving the net. They're trying to change things up here. They're not happy about giving up those 2 goals to allow Edmonton back in this hockey game. Boedker wins a battle down low and just takes it hard to the net. Draws a penalty. Petrie in the box. There's a look at it. Boedker goes in, wins that battle. There's the hook. Jones comes in for the forearm shiver. Eakins will not be happy with that.
Late Arizona Lottery Powerball power play, 18.8 remaining in the second. Coyotes win the draw. A chance here. Ekman Larsson lost it, just kind of rolled off his stick. Back at the point. Yandel, let's see if he sends one to the net, and a stop that time. LaBarbera into the corner. And the captain working it. Tried to go back out high, but it's taken away, and Gordon will clear it, and that's it. End of the second period. A minute 42 remaining in the carryover time on the penalty to Jeff Petrie. Todd will chat with Michael Stone in our second intermission. We'll also take a closer look at the goalie pad rules that have changed and stats and highlights from the second period. So I guess maybe I'm looking at it glass half full, Tyson. They were down by a goal at the end of one. At least now they're tied, but we don't like the way it got to this point.
No, again, you give up a 2-goal lead. You work hard. You do the things that you talked about in between periods. That was shoot the puck, traffic in front. They didn't have enough forechecking pressure. Turnovers allowed Edmonton right back in this hockey game. And now it's a tie ball game.
Unable to go is Rusty Klesla in this one, so Michael Stone comes in to take his place. He's had a big afternoon here against the Oilers, and he's up next with Todd. Coyotes Hockey on Fox Sports Arizona is brought to you by Vequiva Hotel and Casino. Discover the all-new Vequiva Hotel and Casino. See you at the VQ. By Jack in the Box. Satisfy your late-night cravings at Jack in the Box with Jack's Munchie Meal. Available after 9 p.m. at participating restaurants. And by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Visit us at geico.com or call 1-800-947-AUTO. Welcome back. Coyotes Saturday Hockey is brought to you by Taco Bell. Edmonton Oilers in town here this afternoon. And a 3-3 tie as Dave Tippett and the Coyotes get set here for the third period of play. 11-2-2 of the record all time for Tippett against the Edmonton Oilers. 5-1-1 right here at Jobbing.com Arena.
You're looking to break that tie.
Who's going to get the game winner, Tyson?
I'm going to stick with it. 3 game winners already this year. I'm going to go Ribeiro.
Way to go out on a limb there.
Yeah, well, hey, you're hot, you're hot. They'd love to do it right here on this power play. Minute 42.
I'm going defenseman. O-E-L.
There you go. There you have it.
Our producer, Graham Taylor, he's got Tim Kennedy. He likes those Spartans, I guess, as the puck is played all the way back in. Here's Doan. Into the corner, 3-3 tie here. First meeting of the season against the Edmonton Oilers. Coyotes got that big lift in the opening period. A period 2 and a shot flutters wide by Ekman Larsson when they got a goal from Martin Hanzal. Now back in the line it goes again. Still another minute 13 left in the power play for the Coyotes. Vermette tried to go across that time. And this one is batted away and cleared by Boyd Gordon.
Oh, good stick there by Gordon. Earlier in that shift, there was Eberle as well. Sticks in lanes.
Ekman Larsson trying to get this one deep. Barber will send it around. Acton, and he clears down the length of the ice. Now Yandel for Ekman Larsson in behind, that had a half a minute or so remaining in this Coyotes power play that has produced one shot. Ekman Larsson got it in over the line towards the net. Smead takes it away. And right back up the ice. The power plays that carry over from period to period, I think, are so much an advantage of the team that is defending, the shorthanded team. Now Hanzal over the line, and this shot flutters into the corner. 5 to go in the power play. And it's cleared all the way down the length.
That'll do it. That's a big kill for the Edmonton Oilers.
Yep.
And something they can build some momentum off of. Not a good power play at all. It is unable to ever really get set up. They had a single shot on that power play.
Yeah, just one. Nugent Hopkins will play it along. On McCulloch. Vermette trying to get it out. Coyotes get it back towards center. That's where Beloff plays for Andrew Ferens. Turnover here. Klinkhammer over the line. He drops it. Vermette with a shot and a stop that time. LaBarbera.
A bad turnover there by Ferens. 3-on-1 the other way. Good backside pressure. I believe that was Perron.
Doan. Into the zone for Ribeiro. Good keep of the line, Morris. To the front, deflected just wide by Ribeiro. 63's been quiet today. Had a good look there.
Well, that's how he plays. Flies under the radar, and then boom, he bites you.
Batted away LaBarbera. Now Bodker going after it. Got it towards the front. That was blocked away beautifully by Andrew Ferentz. Yandel will keep along the board before it's taken away and out of the zone by Petrie as he'll waft one all the way down, and we get an icing call here against Edmonton.
Here was a turnover by Ferentz, captain of this Edmonton Oilers team. Leads to a chance the other way. Good backside pressure, though, by the Oilers, and those are the numbers here in the third period. Good signs. Coyotes are looking for that next goal. They have been unreal offensively in the third period.
Schlemko on the right wing. Vrbata tips it into the zone. After it is Hansel. Pulls up right through the crease. Well, Kennedy was there as well. Schlemko back to retrieve. Kennedy. Broken up by Perron. Countering of the Oilers. Over the line, Eberle. Trying to go backhand to the forehand. And might have gotten tied up at the last moment there by Kennedy.
How about the wheels?
Unbelievable speed there. Perron. Over the line. Right to Smith. Kicks that into the corner. Now Vermette down there. Comes in front. Perron! Broken play, and Smith had to be sharp. Well, your Coyotes host Alexander Ovechkin and the Capitals 2 weeks from today, and the first 10,000 fans will get a free Mike Smith bobblehead, courtesy of Gila River Casinos. Get your tickets today at PhoenixCoyotes.com.
Well, we talked about that 200-foot game. Turnover by the Coyotes, more time in their own zone. Mike Smith has to come up big. Unnecessary. That puck gets in deep on the blue line, and Edmonton doesn't get that scoring chance.
Vermette chased out of the circle, so Shane Doan comes in. And now Vermette putting on some pressure against Andrew Ferentz up the ice. Turnover here, Klinkhammer takes it away. But now Ferentz will scoop it up and move it out. Eager over the line. That's blocked away by Morris. Andrew Ferentz lost it. Klinkhammer. And now Doan brings it across for Yandel. Doan can't set it up in behind the net, and the Oilers will bring it along. Gadzik to Eberle through center. This one's taken away as Bodker will look up the ice. Eberle upended in behind the play by McCulloch. Ekman Larsson over the line. Played it in behind the net, Bodker. And out of the zone again and up the ice.
Big battle going on between the benches here. Acton and Shane Doan. Things starting to heat up.
Played all the way back here between the benches. As you have it, it's become your home, Tyson.
Oh, you love it. This is what it's all about. Down here, you just see so much more as a former player.
Perron. And over the line, trying to walk it around. Morris cut off beautifully that time. Hansel. And he'll go behind the net. Not a lot of whistles here in the third period of play. We played 6:10. And upended there. Hansel will bring it in. Here's a chance. Over to Vrbata with a shot. Batted away off the stick of LaBarbera. And now Kennedy. Oilers going to back it over the line. Eberle, a little spinorama move. Goes down low. They try to jam it in front. And now it's lofted all the way back by Yandel through center.
With that move there by Eberle, he's got the puck on a string here in this third period.
Real good start for number 14 here in period 3. Jones behind the net. Now the Coyotes will get it out as Kyle Chipchura, who didn't see the ice in that second period, able to get it back in. Chipchura and Bissonnette, I believe, without a shift in the second. And out of the zone it goes. Nail Yakupov. Yakupov tried to get it in front. That's just wide.
There's that speed wide. The center drive, so hard to defend.
There's a chance. Nugent Hopkins, he shoots, he scores. Oilers are back in front. They lead it 4-3.
There's that shot by Nugent Hopkins. The ripper, we saw it earlier in that second period. I think this one redirects off Jones, the high tip in front of Mike Smith. But turnovers by the Coyotes, losing puck battles. And Nugent Hopkins gets that high in the slot, nobody around, and lets it go. Jones, the redirect, finds its way past Mike Smith. Perfect positioning by Jones.
It's our view from the ice, courtesy of the Schwartz Laser Eye Center. Yeah, no doubt, Jones deflected that. So the Coyotes now trail 4-3. Back and forth affairs over the last couple here, and Coyotes need a way to get this game tied. Moss will bring it back over. Ribeiro into the corner. Now Ekman-Larsson out high, a shot wide. Cleared all the way back, and now Bakker with it. So Ryan Jones gets his second. And Morris will bring it along as this one is flipped over the glass and out of play. Great stick, Ryan Jones from the former Miami Redhawk. And the Oilers with a 4-3 lead. Jones has given the Oilers a 4-3 lead. Don't forget on Halloween night, bring your trick-or-treaters out to the Coyotes game against Nashville at 7. For free candy, it's compliments of fries. Get all the details at PhoenixCoyotes.com. Coyotes, I would imagine, feel like they've been tricked here a little bit in the third period.
Just not worked.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Turnovers end up in the back of your net. Edmonton just wants this game. You look at their third and fourth line, they've combined for 5 points in this hockey game. Talk about secondary scoring.
Urbana plays it in behind the net for Hansel. Got a right back, comes out high. Morris. Down low, Hansel with it. And behind the net, Kennedy. Gonna let that go, and it's chipped out of there by Jones as he moves it along for Everly. Everly, side of the net. It's knocked away Yandel. He'll move it along for Marty Hansel. And dumped right back in. The Oilers try to win here tonight in Jobbing.com Arena. Another road game for the Oilers. They went 2-3-1 on a 6-gamer. Here's a chance, and Paul Arcabello, and he's robbed by Smith. Mark that one, Tyson.
Yeah, what a pass by Perron. That's a big save by Mike Smith.
Neutral zone move by Nugent Hopkins, trying to find Arcabello. Coyotes counter. Now behind the net, Arcabello. After it is Ekman-Larsson, frees it for Klinkhammer. Well, Klinkhammer upended, penalty coming up here. Going to get Grebishkov, I believe. Coyotes will go to the power play.
They have to capitalize here. The Edmonton Oilers continue to take penalties. This is the third power play in a row. You'll see Klinkhammer right here. Ferentz with a hook. Grebishkov in there as well. And here was the play. Perron comes in. Arcabello goes right to the net. What a save there by Mike Smith. Across the ground that Keith Yandel covers all the way back up into the play.
So they get Ferentz, and the Coyotes go to the power play. Another Arizona Lottery Powerball power play. Yandel will bring it out. Drops it. Rink wide. Bravada. Plays it right back into the corner and it rolls behind the net. Petrie will try to move it along, but kept by Ekman-Larsson. Over to Ribeiro. Well, back out high, Ekman-Larsson. Room now for Yandle. To Ekman-Larsson, he shoots, deflected just wide. Kept by Vrbata. Across for Ekman-Larsson. Now Yandle got it towards the net, he scores! Keith Yandle through a screen, power play goal, Coyotes have tied it.
Wow, what a play. Finally, the Coyotes start shooting the puck. I'm not sure if Martin Hanzal gets this one or not, but he's providing the screen. This puck does not go in, if not for the effort of Martin Hanzal. Oliver Ekman-Larsson brings Boyd Gordon right to him. Keith Yandle, the shot, and the goal. There's the shot.
I think it's Keith's goal all the way.
I think so. Great job. All the way around. Good puck movement. Shoot the puck. Definitely Keith Yandle's. His first of the season and 5th point in 3 games for Keith Yandle.
Power play goal for the Coyotes, and the seesaw affair rolls on here. And Jobbik, look out. Nearly taken away by Arcobello, and Yandle with a nice play.
I'll build off of that. If you're the Coyotes, this is the most important shift of the hockey game.
Ekman-Larsson gets the assist along with Bravada. Klinkhammer now to the corner for Vermette. 4-4 the score. Penalty coming up here. Oilers now are going to be shorthanded again. High stick is going to be the call on against Klinkhammer. A play against Klinkhammer, and now they finally get a hold of it. Klinkhammer got clipped, and the Oilers will be shorthanded again. Keith Yandle's tied it, and the Coyotes with a chance now to go ahead.
Welcome back. Game knotted at 4. Here's how it unfolded with the power play. Mark Arcobello with a high stick to Rob Klinkhammer. You see it there. Coyotes get the chance on the power play. Jody Jackson here on our post-game set, getting ready for her post-game show. This has been a wild game, no question about it. And the defense has played a major role. Todd Walsh talked about it with Jim Playfair. They said the defense had to be more of a factor here offensively. And boy, guys, that has been the case. Goals by Stone, Schlemko, and now Yandle through that Hanzal screen.
Now a chance, too, on the power play as Ribeiro will set it up, and it goes out high. Ekman-Larsson. And across now. Now he takes a shot. It was blocked away. Coyotes will regroup here. Back to Ekman-Larsson. Out high, Yandle shot on. Oh, Marty Hanzal right there again in front of Jason LaBarbera.
Big save there by LaBarbera, but again, good puck movement by the Coyotes. Up, down, over, and a shot. That is why they had success on that last power play. There's the puck movement. Yandle gets it and just tees it up. Ooh. Catch with Oliver Ekman-Larsson with Hanzal in front.
Coyotes will win this draw as it's played all the way back. Ekman-Larsson shoots. Back out the outside of the net. Ribeiro in a battle down low. Coyotes trying to keep it. Ekman-Larsson, nice job there to get it across for Yandle. Spreading it out for Vrbata. Now Yandle. Vrbata shoots. Stop that time. And a rebound comes out high. Good keep of the line by Yandle.
Crowd loves it too. This Edmonton Oilers penalty kill is dead.
Back out high it goes. Yandle has it. Ekman-Larsson, room, wrist shot. Score! And the Coyotes have taken a 5-4 lead.
And it all goes back to a tired group of penalty killers. Dallas Eakins elects to keep that group on the ice. Yandle, watch this keep in. Like a wide receiver in the end zone. Keeps the play alive. Oliver Ekman-Larsson with Martin Hanzal. Who else? In front. Here's the shot. There's the goal. Seeps right through Jason LaBarbera. His 3rd of the season and another goal by a defenseman. 4 in this hockey game. Offense from their defense.
10 goals by Coyotes defensemen this season. As Tyson just mentioned, 4 this afternoon.
That's got to be a record of some sort for the Coyotes anyway.
Oliver Ekman-Larsson with the go-ahead goal.
A power play that had sputtered mightily in this hockey game has now given the team the lead. Be careful with your sticks here, Matt.
Out of the zone dome. In over the line. Klinkhammer had to pull up that time. That's okay. Puck goes deep. Keep an eye on deep pucks here in the final 7, Tyson. You've been talking a lot about that here this afternoon and the importance.
Responsibility at those blue lines. And again, another situation for the Coyotes. Have they learned a lesson this season? Giving up leads. The other night against LA, getting that momentum back, tying the game. Little mistakes with the puck.
Right back in it goes. Smith-Matt has to jam it there, and it's taken away, and Yandle will race it out. Well, Keith Yandle's feeling it right now as he moves it in on Moss, who deflects it into the corner and goes right after it.
6 points, I believe, for Keith Yandle in his last 3 games, and we're not done this one.
Led the Coyotes in scoring a season ago, and that's starting to really kick it in. But that play at the blue line that he made to keep the play onside that helped result in the goal by Ekman-Larsson, just a thing of beauty.
And I love what the Coyotes have done with that power play as well. Putting all their eggs in one basket, getting Oliver Ekman-Larsson and Keith Yandle to run the blue line, run the power play essentially. And it's paid big dividends.
7 points by defensemen here tonight. Very quietly, too. Forward Radim Vrbata with 3 assists. And behind the net, Everly. Try to work it to the front. It's at the side of the net. Stone battling for a penalty coming up here. It's going to come out.
Oh, it's against the Edmonton Oilers. Mike Smith was knocked into. I think it's going to be Jones that's going to the box.
Smead, maybe?
Oh, Smead, you're right.
Here's the sequence. The Yandle flop and setup, and OEL finishes it off. From the Taco Bell Twitter poll, 52% say you're going to be out on the town. Here's the penalty.
Look at Radim Vrbata. I think the Coyotes get away with one there. Little hit from behind. Smead bumps into Mike Smith. Mike Smith goes down, so Coyotes catch a break on that one.
Another Arizona Lottery Powerball power play as that one rode up on LaBarbera. Going to keep it the line there. Ekman-Larsson across. Ooh, nearly had it set up there for Vrbata. Good deflection there. We'll get a face-off.
Yeah, good stick in the lane there by Everly.
So Hansel tied the game way back in the second period, but since then we've been talking a lot about goals from defensemen. We've seen the second from Stone, Schlemko getting his first, then Yandle and Ekman-Larsson. What a day for the Blue Liners.
Yeah, what a day for the power play, too. Coyotes have scored in 2 straight games on the power play, entering this one.
Now the game-tying goal and the go-ahead goal to this point are both on the power play. Ekman-Larsson again. Trying to get one in front. Good clear there, and the Oilers will send it up the ice courtesy of Arcabello. All sorts of time here on the power play. A minute 23, 4:45 to go in the game clock. Ribeiro to Vrbata. Trying to get it on the short side of LaBarbera that time. Back out high, Yandle. And now Vrbata squeezes a wrister that just goes wide.
A nice play there by Yandle. He didn't shoot that puck because he saw the big boy. Hansel was not in front of the net yet.
Hit that time, Beloff all over Ribeiro. Martin Hansel right in the middle of it as well, and the Oilers will get it out. 1 shot so far, 45 to go on the penalty to Smead. Coyotes bring it along. Ekman-Larsson. Ribeiro. You got to be happy, Tyson, too. The other fact that Ribeiro hasn't been on the sheet yet here today, and the Coyotes with 5 goals.
Yeah, that's nice to see. They're getting it done by committee. Once again. Big reason this team has success, though, year after year, is because they get offense from their blue line. You need contributions from your back end.
Played all the way down, and Antoine Vermette. This is going to be an icing call with 7 seconds left in the Coyotes power play.
Well, this is the play I was talking about. On the power play, that's the pump fake there. There's no Hansel in front. So Keith Yandle doesn't shoot the puck. If he shoots the puck there, that's a waste of a shot. LaBarbera will make that save because there's no traffic, and the power play will be dead. So a good heads-up play there by Yandle. Offensive instincts.
Defensive leaders and the on-ice leaders brought to you by MidFirst Bank. Vermette with a shot, and a glove save by LaBarbera. Penalty has expired, and so the Oilers back to full strength.
Acton and Shane Doan keep the battle continuing. Made a war of words earlier in this third period. Hopefully the Coyotes get the last laugh in this one. Here's Shane Doan. Finish games. Finish them off hard.
Division game, too.
That's right.
You don't want this thing to go extra.
No, you want to keep kicking a team that's the bottom of the basement. You want to keep putting it to them.
Hemsky got it back to center ice. That time riding him was Bravada. Puck play behind the net. Smith will go high off the glass, and he clears it all the way back. Icing here is going to be the call. Beloff, and now faceoff will come back in.
Got to talk about the mistakes by the Edmonton Oilers once again. They fight back into this game. They get the lead, and then they get into penalty trouble. Bad penalties. Besides maybe that last one by Schmid. Allows the Coyotes back into the game and now to take the lead themselves. And that's just shooting yourself in the foot.
But the way this one has gone today, Tyson, all sorts of time. Been back and forth. Plenty of time for the Oilers to still wreak havoc.
Oh yeah, they have a ton of firepower.
Ekman Larsson will get it out, and now Bodker gets it back towards center, but the Coyotes can't advance it, so it's sent right back in by Arcobello. Now Marty Hansel will send it across, and McCulloch for the Coyotes will loft this one all the way down. Puck just kind of died, and so the icing is waved off. Feels like a pooch kick in football, as this one is sent right back in, and we get a whistle here on the icing. So the faceoff will come back inside the Oilers zone with 2:16 to go. Don't know the history of Dallas Eakins when it comes to pulling goaltenders, but we'll keep our eye on Jason LaBarbera at the Edmonton crease.
Face-offs.
LaBarbera, one of the good guys in hockey, but I think we're all kind of hoping that Coyotes can pin this loss on him. Nothing personal, right? Now Yandle for Morris.
Puck possession right there.
Good stuff getting it to center, and now Klinkhammer will cross center and dump one in. Well, Doan takes it away. To the corner for Vermette.
Keep that foot on the gas pedal. Hem them in. Tough to score when they play the entire 2 minutes in their own zone.
All about the closeout as Yakupov will bring it in. LaBarbera to the bench, and here's Nugent Hopkins to the line. Schultz. Now Nugent Hopkins to the front, poked away. Coyotes can't get it out.
Empty net.
Now Yakupov into the corner. Extra attacker out for the Oilers. Yakupov holding down low. It goes back of the line. And now Yakupov gets it in behind the net. They try to go to the front. It's right in the crease and cleared away by McCulloch in the corner. Oilers still with it. Eberle will give it off. Perron, he's had a big afternoon for the Oilers. Back of the line with less than a minute remaining in regulation. Now Eberle. Out high, Perron.
I'm getting busy.
They work it out. Across, Schultz on a feed, and a stop by Smith.
Don't take one here, whatever you do.
Oh, what movement there by the Edmonton Oilers, and Smith just settles it down.
Holy cow, you're earning your money tonight, big boy. Unreal. Play after play. Good job by McCulloch in front, clearing those loose pucks. Look at Mike Smith. Just sucks that one up. Any rebound there, and you're in all sorts of trouble. Great shift there by McCulloch. Blocking shots. Clearing the blue paint for Mike Smith. 48. To go.
Face off. Controlled by the Oilers. Big win by Boyd Gordon. He'll set it in behind the net. Locked up by Vermette. Coyotes reverse it. Schlemko trying to get it out. Coyotes will follow up, but they can't clear it. And now Vermette after it along the boards. Kicked it away and cleared it all the way to center.
What a second effort there by Antoine Vermette. His team loves it.
Hemsky will send it in. 28 to go. Schlemko trying to get it out. He'll waft one all the way back through center. This is going to be an icing. No, they wave off the icing.
That's a skill play there by Schlemko with the flip right through the middle. That is a real brave play there, I'll tell you.
10 seconds to go. Over the line, Everly. Into the corner after it. And now behind the net. 3 Coyotes down low. He'll try to play it away. Hensel out of the zone. That's it. Coyotes win. Talk about your come from behind, come from ahead, come from behind wins. That's what we had here today, Tyson.
What a hockey game. Are you kidding me? That's a gutsy effort there by the Phoenix Coyotes. Battled back a few times. Had the lead, lost the lead. Good goaltending in the end. Timely goals. Scoring from defensemen. 20 goals scored in the last 2 games. Wow.
So the Coyotes get a pair in the third on the power play. Yandle and Oliver Ekman-Larsson. Big day for the defense. And they win it. 5-4, they win it. Let's get you out to Jody Jackson in our coverage of Coyotes Live, the postgame show presented by CenturyLink.